Here's what a narcissist does to their partner when they are alone. I appreciate your time in watching this video. If it weren't for you, this channel wouldn't be possible. Many thanks for your help. If this is your first time visiting the channel, you should subscribe and turn on notifications so that you don't miss any of the videos that are uploaded in the future. It is time to begin. To what end do narcissists engage in dishonest behavior? Narcissists value secrecy because it allows them to keep their power and control over others. One secret in particular jumps out as exceptionally difficult to keep hidden without harming the persons concerned. Narcissistic supplies are, in the end, an absolute necessity for them. They would be more willing to do it repeatedly if given the chance, as they are more enthusiastic about it. So how do we determine that? You might have figured it out already. They are the most well-kept dating secrets due to their dishonesty and adultery. If no one else seems to mind, a false sense of superiority is fostered. First, we'll investigate why narcissists, despite having all they could want, nonetheless cheat on their partners. Narcissists become bored easily. Thus, this is what happens when they have nothing else to do. Without tension, a fire cannot ignite. What happens next depends on how likely the cheater is to cheat again after being found. You'll recall that cheating on your boyfriend or spouse encompasses more than just having asterisk acts with someone else behind their back. All narcissists, in my opinion, have cheated on their partners at some point. Pause for a moment and try to make sense of what's going on. People who cheat have no regard for the feelings of others or the consequences of their conduct. Once you're no longer working for them, they'll act like you never existed. When a narcissist no longer needs a person, they have no problem removing them from their lives. If you weren't there, they wouldn't have you to try and trick out of your trust or money. Dishonesty is another hallmark of narcissists. It shouldn't come as a huge shock. Those who suffer from narcissism are more likely to engage in sexual misconduct. Even if things seem to be going well with you, they will always be on the lookout for new opportunities to improve their position with others. For a narcissist, the amount of wealth and material possessions another person has is irrelevant, since they believe they are entitled to everything. Maybe they've had enough of a good time with you and want to move on to someone else. They are easily distracted and can't focus for long. They have internal tensions that make them difficult to deal with. You don't present any new challenges to them in your relationship, therefore they rapidly become tired of you. Nothing is more irritating to a narcissist than having to deal with the same person over and over again. Finding new supply sources can be a great way for narcissists to keep themselves occupied and active while also adding to their supply bank. You might be surprised by the purchasing preferences of narcissists. When a narcissist is focused on you, you can't help but feel like the center of their universe. You may come to the conclusion that their new significant other is not significantly superior than you are. No matter how content we are with our significant other, we always have questions about infidelity. I understand why they need to lower their expectations. Because the narcissist is so preoccupied with themselves, you can't give any thought to the present state of your relationship. It will be impossible to understand the full scope of things, regardless of your perspective. Narcissists find their lack of possessions to be fascinating. They will eat anything till they are satisfied. Each and every item belonging to an ex-partner will be treated as though it were the narcissist's own. This causes narcissists to have frequent affairs with their ex-spouses. A narcissist is willing to betray their current lovers and even abandon them if it means getting back together with an ex. Narcissists will go to great measures to gain what they think is theirs, even if it means hurting or betraying someone who is already committed to them. Believe them not when they say they are just having fun. Narcissists crave the approval of the other sex. A narcissist's genuine motives are never exposed. The narcissist's demeanor shifts drastically when they have betrayed trust in a relationship or are considering doing so. In such a circumstance, you might find that they are unusually concerned with their appearance. They will actively work to damage their connection with you so they can have sex with someone else. This sort of thing typically happens. The next step is for them to try to win you back by apologizing and promising they won't do it again. They do this so that, if captured, they will have a fighting chance. As it turned out, though, this was far from unusual. They were able to take advantage of their partner's infidelity without any difficulty since they had convinced themselves that they could rationally justify their behavior. It was necessary to see the bright side of a terrible situation. My last point is that narcissists are more inclined to offer an explanation for their behavior if they are called out on it. They did something that narcissists would find acceptable, but their personalities are another story. When attempting to rationalize their own actions, narcissists frequently distort or leave out relevant information. They would perceive infidelity as a burden or an annoyance since you were making their life so tough. That's what they say anyway, because you're not giving the narcissist enough of what he or she needs. Because of this decision, narcissists will never have to admit to having sex with another person. They get really upset when you do this because they hate the idea of being associated with dishonesty and deception. These folks would rather use their influence to get us to accept or even welcome the consequences of their poor choices. We often use this strategy to deflect blame away from ourselves. They not only make up excuses for their infidelity, but also try to pin it on you. This is the most devastating blow to your sense of self-worth. They'll assume you don't care about them if you don't engage with them on a personal level. If you don't want to be treated like a doormat in your relationship, keep in mind that cheating isn't always driven by narcissism. They're always on the lookout for something new to do to break up the monotony of life. Therefore, this is not due to any deficiencies on your side as a spouse. I'm interested in hearing your thoughts on this. Fill out the comment section below to share your thoughts. It's recommended that you subscribe to this channel and click the bell button so you don't miss any future uploads. Thanks.